It's dangerous when a nap turns into semi-sleep. I was lay down and close my eyes for a bit. What was it? It would be like 10 minutes. Hour later. Like, oh shit. Oh snap. What is going on? Okay. That was weird. There. Okay, I don't have to worry about the stuff because tomorrow is the reset. No. Care tomorrow. Yeah, later on, since as I was setting up the stream, I realized Moke did her Icarus stream, so I need to go and take a look at that and watch that. For then I could like, oh, you died here. Oh my god. She looks on my Resident Evil 9 stream where she'll make fun of me dying in crazy places. I got Rain hitting that. Let's see if I can get it to 50%. I got him to the percent. Okay, I'll get this circle here. Okay, there. You went directly for the other little light thing. But since this is in hard mode, hard master, whatever, even master mode is not too bad as long as I play support. Oh, on another little news, for those who play Final Fantasy, Beastmaster is coming up soon. So that's gonna be pretty exciting. But then they're postpone Blue Mage for a little bit, so they're trying to make sure, like, kind of probably rework them to make it a little bit easier to play. Yeah, I haven't played with Blue Mage for so long. My eye. Ooh, because I was outside today, I think that's why my allergies are acting up. So that means probably later on at night, I'd have to either Claritin or Allegra it up. Oh, springtime. How I hate spring. It's mostly just because I'm over here in the Pacific Northwest. Back when I was on the East Coast, or when I was in, like, no, Hawaii, Alaska, I was over there during, oof, was that? How? When was that back? Oh my lord. Yeah. I think I was in Alaska around February time. I'm not sure if my allergies were like really starting up then, but I think the only other place I had like really bad allergies is like back when I was in mainland Japan, and that was during cherry blossom season. Probably that stuff. It was around the time when like was it there's like a really bad, I'm not sure if it was like this pollen or something was during around that time, and it was like destroying me. That was a long time ago though. I'm not sure if it's like how it is now. Oh, never mind. There is a cherry blossom tree actually very close to where I live, so maybe I'm allergic to cherry blossoms. Huh, that'd be really funny if it was. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have to go here yet. Let's get ahead of myself. Oh, and another, I want to say something that I think that's stuff that I already knew, but if you ever compare the size of different countries to each other, like for example, Greenland actually is about a quarter of the size of the U.S. Um, Most countries are around kind of like the like Australia or China, roughly around the size of America. Russia, because of like, I'm not sure if it's counting just the snowy, kind of like hard to live in areas, but Russia is bigger. Yeah, I was just looking at the size comparison because sometimes like was it just because the map and stuff skews the sizes of things, so some places you think is way bigger, other places you don't. For example, like what was it? So the like Guam is actually kind of a small place where you could pretty much like drive. I'll say driving. I was gonna say what I did, which was try to walk from one side of the island to the other side. Oh no, this is the bad one. As I picked it, I was like, then my brain slowly realized, wait, I mean, this is the one I never picked because how much of a pain in the butt it is. You know, another speaking of another series, right? Like that's horror related. That was really good, but it became more actiony as time went on. Was Dead Space. Dead Space is another one where like I want them to do a continuation, but I want them to do probably like what the pivot that Resident Evil did, where like 7 was more horror related. I think if they make it, I think the company's. I'm not sure if the company's still around, but yeah, that's another one that even though Callisto Protocol does scratch that itch of that one, it wasn't quite Dead Space. Yeah, like usually people would get mad when you have another game that's very similar like that coming out, but people actually like Dead Space or not Dead Space, Callisto Protocol because it reminded them of Dead Space. It just shows you the hunger people have for another Dead Space game. And if they do the same kind of pivot, where like, oh, I really hope they do it too. Like, think of it like, they don't tell anyone they're releasing it, then all of a sudden they release a game that's first person. Then at the end, you're kind of like, oh, you're on a space station again. Like, then it's like, you see maybe like the plasma cutter, or no, even though the plasma cutter is a staple, maybe if you on how about this? Not a plasma cutter, but like you have another like a shittier weapon, right? But maybe you find like a broken plasma cutter or something, and that's like your essentially the magnum of the world of uh, Dead Space. So like when your character's at the end and I don't know, find the last boss, then you get the plasma cutter. I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of games like if you do it like that, right? Like just have a trailer that's pretty like spooky, then and then you bust out that, or you know, same kind of game, kind of bust out. Oh, by the way, Parasite Eve. People will go cray cray. Pretty much, I'm just saying games that I want. Another Parasite Eve. A continuation of, was it Dead Space? And you don't even have to do like, was it, oh, it's like a sequel. It could just be like, it takes place in the universe of Dead Space. Maybe it's like, as like, you know, the world was getting screwed during the DLC of the third game, I believe. You could just have it where like, oh yeah, now was a okay, let me destroy them all. But yeah, as everything's getting destroyed in the, was it the third game, maybe it takes place like during the second game or something like that. Because I mean the ending of the third game, I'm not sure if you could just do like Dead Space 4. That's the only like my only complaint. They made that DLC, and I'm like, I don't think anyone even played it. Oh no, I won't say anyone played it, but like, it should have been part of the base game. I mean, I could say the same thing for like Asura's Wrath, where you had to like pay for that last DLC to get like, yeah, that was kind of a scummy thing. Any company that does it is scummy. Even though I like CyberConnect 2. Oh yeah, and they're making a game called was it something Aincrad? Is pretty much like, you know, the dungeon of where the Sword Art Online takes place. But it's going to be like a standalone game, and Kirito is kind of like considered like the bad guy of it because the main characters don't know about him and all that. And they're like, oh yeah, is the game going to have 100 floors? Like, oh no, it's not going to, because that would take 10 years to make. Them fucking take your 10 years to make it. Like, what are you, like, are you threatening everyone with a good time? Like, Aincrad is like the only, I mean, some people think that was the continuation of the light novel stuff was good, but I was like, honestly, I think Aincrad was like the peak of Sword Art Online. Everything after that, it fell off. I mean, look at it now, right? Like the, you know, culture-wise, like people don't even talk about, oh, Sword Art, even though it was that big. Even though, like, when you play MMO, you're bound to meet Kirito or Asuna running around. How many Kiritos once the carrot came out, once the dual sword stuff came out in Final Fantasy? Yeah, I think like it's still like, is there, right? Like, was it I mean, the one that fell off even more was that I liked more, but it fell off quicker was Log Horizon. I think the author was caught for like tax evasion or something, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, we're not like don't feature him anymore." I mean, out of compared to all the other authors that were just straight up like, sexual deviants and stuff, like a guy not paying his taxes because he didn't know is the least of our worries. And plus, though people that might not know this, Log Horizon, the reason why they didn't show a lot of violence and stuff, and it was implied violence from the books, right? But it didn't show a lot of it on screen and stuff, is because the network they played is like NHK is. I wonder if you. I'm trying to think of another American station. I wouldn't call it PBS, but it's like it's like Nihon something. Oh my god, I forgot. But it's pretty much like government programming, right? So that's the reason why they couldn't go like. They give you like a lot of like decent funding, right? But they don't give you that kind of money. So that's why like the Log Horizon could have been better if it was just a different company did it. Which I think being at this point, I think if they revamped Log Horizon, gave it to a different like studio, they'll probably do a lot better. But I'm not sure which one though. Even though personally, like, I don't know, I think Science Saru, the people who did Dandadan, they would be good because they showed like how good they could do stuff. I think they'd be working on the new Ghost in the Shell. Okay, there we go. And I'll jump up for now. I didn't put my scythe there because it's going to keep on attacking as I go over here. Yeah, also I am being a hipster with different shows. Because like when new like looking at the Kadokawa website or YouTube page, they'll have like, oh, get a teaser for a new show, like, oh, we're gonna animate, or this would be get the anime was a production for or something like that, right? Or adaptation of like some kind of comic or some kind of light novel, and I'm like, I read it already. Like, yeah, I know this one. Like, some of them you can just, when you read, you're like, oh, this is marketable. Yeah, they're definitely gonna make this into a show. Others, you read it, you're like, I like it. They ain't gonna fucking animate, or so yeah, they're not gonna animate this one. This one's. But I say that, but it took, damn, quite a few years for them to animate Siren. So they finally greenlit that, and since that whole series is already finished, they're gonna pretty much like probably give it like a, even if they give it an anime original ending, with this many years of foresight, I think it'll be good. And I don't think that guy. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen his other work after Siren. Like that got really big. But so that's why for me personally, I'm happy that after so many years, right, the series that he made, that like his only like pretty big series that he made, is finally get the recognition that it deserves. 'Cause it was good. Like, he just didn't do numbers close to the end, right? So then he kind of, it's not like that he rushed the ending, but at least he made an ending. And then the main character does say a very cool line. I mean, it might have been a rush line, but like, compared to the way back when, in the popularity of character's using talk no jutsu, the main character's like, I'm not here to fucking understand you, I'm just here to kill you. And that was his like last line he said to the, or as he thought one of the main bad guys were. And then they did a red herring where like, no, this other person that you thought, oh, was suspicious was actually the main bad guy. It got kind of goofy, but I'm pretty sure they'll fix that, like, if they get the original author back on board. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Okay, so alchemy is done. Fully done. Smelting's been done. Furniture is done. Okay, gem crafting still needs to work. Okay, gem crafting, definitely weaving. Culinary, oh. Botany, finished. Ooh, gemology too, so I only have 3 more. Gem crafting, weaving, culinary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so... Was it... Could either be... No, this would be straight up like 6 days. So I'll have all that completed in 6 days. Then from there, because the next one is in June, I have to keep on working to make sure I have enough points. And then the next time for mining, I'm gonna just try to max it out on the first day, and then put it on in the store. Right now, not the store, the trading center. Yeah, I don't have anything trading, so I think it's a waste right now. But yeah, like the next time, mining, I'm gonna work on that. Have enough, but I think I'm not sure with these ores if they really want these ones or these ones. But either way, I'm gonna try to knock out these ores and then sell that like day one. Just have it maxed and just sell a lot. By doing that, then I'll finally be able to make the monies. Which I was like never really was a work on any of the have expansions. Okay, I did buy that. Okay, cool. Oh, that's how I got that. Okay, slowly remembering what I did. Right now I'm thinking like, what should I name this stream? Yeah, probably something about yapping about Dead Space. Yeah, like was it Callisto? Yeah, Callisto Protocol did have that kind of like vibe. And I think that was one of the people who made Dead Space was on that program or on that game. Right. That was making it. Okay. Did people actually log in just for that one other random event? Because even though I do see people here, I don't see as many. Like, was the event that good? Okay. You know what? We'll go to line 1, so we'll have more people to look. But yeah, the Callisto Protocol, it wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't quite Dead Space. But if you just say, oh, it's a, let's say, a Dead Space game, I wouldn't mean against it. I'd be like, oh, okay, well, it's whatever. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. Line 1 is where you go off if you want to show off your glam. Damn, these people are dressed nice. I didn't even know there was those kind of dances. Showing me up. This is where all the cool kids go. Okay. Yeah, I'm over here still a mascot. Sorry guys, I can't take this off. And I can't reveal my true identity. I'm also like that one guy sitting down. He's like me, for real, for real. It's the weirdest angle to do. But yeah, and was it for going back with no, they did remaster one of the, I wasn't sure, was it Dead Space 1 and 2 they remastered? Or was it just 1? Yeah, I definitely think that whole series could use the Resident Evil 7 treatment, where they bring it back with Resident Evil 7. No, the DLC for Resident Evil 7, there's a few that they were experimenting with, right? Which is good, where like, you could go silly with your DLCs. But like, that's one good thing that the Resident Evil team did in Capcom. They experimented with things, found out what people liked, and then said, hey, fuck it, let's just make it. Nope, hold on a second. Awesome. Oh, there's, let's see. Waffle sent me something. Oh, okay. Okay, so the PNGs for, I thought it was just going to just be the logo, but apparently the direction he's going is he wants to use it as just like a universal PNG that everyone uses for now. Or yeah, I'm not quite exactly sure how he wants to set it up, but I thought like from what I was saying before, right? This would be just a logo plus maybe as a image to use for like stickers and stuff like that for chat. But apparently he wants to do more with it as like a full PNG, and it moves around and stuff. So, well, we'll see what happens with that. I'm not too sure, but he has a vision, and I respect his vision. I'll let him, spread his wings and do the thing. Let me see. I hope he sent it to the right. I'm pretty sure he knows what the right, what you call it, email is, because, he has the channel as well. Yeah. I'm thinking too hard. I know. This person is getting in my way. Trevor. Not Lisa or Trevor. From Resident Evil. There. Problem alleviated. But yeah, that's the... So I guess our logo is coming on, our new logo is coming along pretty well. How it's... I won't say anything else about it because I'll leave it as a surprise for now. Then I'll just have Waffles include the logo everywhere, since he has all the access codes to all the other stuff. Yep, but all in all, let's try to get another Dead Space out there. Let's make, and this time tell him don't do the whole action-packed dual player thing that was kind of weird. And the scarcity of the ammo is what made the original Resident Evil, that too, but Dead Space good. Instead of having like just, oh you have an assault rifle or a assault rifle adjacent thing to our, was that Dead Space 2, which I mean, or the new Dead Space if they make one. I mean, for that they could just do the whole same thing that Resident Evil 9 did. Like, oh, you have like a newcomer and a veteran there. So yeah, that's one good thing about like was a Resident Evil doing so good. Like the other games that kind of like were Resident Evil adjacent like that, right? Like they could be like, oh, okay, well, now we know the secret formula now. So I'm excited for it. And with that, everyone, we'll conclude today's once again reminiscing about old games and how we can make them better, how we can make them or bring them back and make them better, I guess. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. And also take a look at the some of the ideas for the new logo plus the Milk Icarus stream. So I guess I have a lot of stuff to look at, and I'll be looking at it too. So take care, guys, and see you tomorrow. Peace.